Hello, this is Pastor Scott Porter from Abiding Word Church in Sterling, Illinois with today's Video Devo. You can join me here every weekday morning for a word of encouragement that I believe will help you get your day started out right. We're going to do something a little bit different today. This weekend at Abiding Word is Friend Day weekend. And Saturday and Sunday, people from our church are inviting their friends to come to services here at Abiding Word. We're located on the northeast corner of Lynn Boulevard and 6th Avenue in Sterling, Illinois. And maybe you're thinking about coming to our Friend Day this weekend and wanting to check things out. You've been thinking about it. You're curious. Well, today I want to kind of help satisfy that curiosity by taking you on a tour of our building from the lobby past the sanctuary and back into the children's wing, because I got so many responses from people when I talked yesterday about our children's wing. So why don't you follow me and we'll get started on our tour. Welcome to the lobby here at Abiding Word Church. When we first started planning our building several years ago, one of the first things we told the architect was that we wanted the lobby to be spacious, nice and big for people to gather in before service, after service. They can just meet with their friends, have a cup of coffee, and just relax. And we're very proud of how the building turned out. It's just really a beautiful facility. This is the stained glass window in the lobby of our sanctuary. The sun's shining right on it now, so you can't quite make out the dove very clearly, but it's just a beautiful stained glass window donated by Bill Sellers and his family in honor of his wife Phyllis Sellers, who actually designed the stained glass window. And if you'll notice, as the sun shines through, I don't know if you can see it on that post there, but the beautiful colors of stained glass window shine through. It's almost like having a sundial, because the colors there on the wall, they go down. Now they're up on the wall because as the earth is starting to tilt, we're getting more and more of the colors here in the lobby, on the floor, and then up onto the wall as well. This is the sanctuary. This is where the adults worship. This is where I hang out, and it's really a great facility. We have plenty of room for folks. Nice big platform for the band. Real nice sound booth as well, and we're just very, very happy with the way that the sanctuary turned out, and we look forward to seeing you here this weekend for Friend Day. Now, when you arrive at Abiding Word Church this weekend or sometime in the future, if you have children, this is where you'll head. You'll come right down the lobby, out of the lobby, down the west hallway to the check-in desk. Now, the check-in desk, this is where people line up, and we have 3 computer terminals, and you check your children in, and then you get a number, and your child gets a number. And if you ever need it during service, the number will show up on the big screen just down at the bottom, very much out of the way, in case they would need you. That way, ushers aren't coming into the service and interrupting or anything at all like that. And you can be secure in knowing that your child's being well taken care of. You can enjoy the service, but if they do need you, they're just a click away. Okay, so after your children are checked in, nice and safe into their classrooms, why don't we go back and check out the classrooms, all right? Now, the first classroom we're coming to here is called Under the Sea. And as you can see, it's for the babies. It's our nursery. It's for newborns to 23 months old. And as you can see, the motif is you're in an aquarium. You're down under the sea with all the little fishies and everything. And it's just a fabulous, fantastic facility. You can see the tile. The walls are just so bright and beautiful and colorful and awesome. The kids just really love it. And they have their very own little fish aquarium, as you can see. Back there, that's kind of it's a lower light room, we call it. Lower wattage bulbs where babies are changed or fed or when they sleep. And you can just see did a lot of great detail work on the walls, the materials. It's all just top quality, top notch for our kids. Because at Abiding Word, kids come first. They're not an afterthought. They're a real big reason for being here. And they're not the church of the future. They're just as much the churches today as adults are. So this is our nursery. The next classroom is called the Ant Picnic. I like to call it the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids room, and I think once you get in here, you'll see why I call it that. First of all, you'll notice here on the floor, we have this fantastic inlaid tile. We got at Brothers Flooring over in Rock Falls. There's a shameless plug. But they just did a great job working with us, and as you can see, it's like you were in the grass with the bugs. And this is my personal favorite, being carried around eating a sandwich. Now, you can't beat that, now can you? Then they have their knapsack, like a big human knapsack's been left in the yard, and that's their puppet stage. And you can see everything's just bright and nice. Over here, the tree kind of has a 3D effect to it. They brought it out right into the ceiling, as you notice. Over here in the cabinetry, you'll see that there are ladybugs for the handles. And then right here we have an inlaid ladybug as well. A big, bright, beautiful ladybug. And then over here's a big, bright butterfly. Then here are the 2s and 3s. They have their own bathroom. And they have a mural in their restroom and an appropriate-sized commode. I like to call it the baby butt toilet. And that works out good for them. So this is our 2s and 3s classroom, the Ant Picnic. Next we'll be going to the 4s and 5s, which I like to call the Elvis room. Now you might wonder, why do we call it the Elvis room? Well, because it's the jungle room, and Graceland has a jungle room where Elvis used to live, but you don't go in the front door if you're a kid at the jungle room. You go down an elephant's trunk. And you'll see that in just a second. We have our little ladder right here. The kids go boop, 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 boop. Up they go. And down they go inside. They slide into the classroom. And here in the jungle room, it's really cool. This is for 4 and 5-year-olds. But as you can see, when they slide in, they're actually sliding down an elephant's trunk. And there's the elephant, right down the trunk, onto a rubberized floor. Now, this is very important to me. 2 things. Well, first of all, the mural in here was done by Mr. Roddy and his art class from Sterling High School. They designed it and painted it. But this elephant, my daughter Annie, who is a student at Illinois Institute of Art in Chicago, painted this. And this elephant's trunk is from the old Sterling McDonald's here in Sterling that I worked at in high school. So, do you want a pumpkin pie with that? Okay, let's get back to the tour. But you can see here all the different animals. This is a really cool feature. I always liken this, for those of you who are my age or older, you remember Captain Kangaroo, and they had Grandfather Clock, and you had to wake Grandfather Clock up, and then he'd tell you a story. Well, this is the wise old tree. I have a tree right here in 4s and 5s. And the wise old tree tells stories. His mouth moves, and this here opens up, and that's a puppet stage. Teacher gets inside. This is our last classroom we'll be looking at here on the tour. It's Kids on the Go for 1st through 5th graders. And Kids on the Go is a really special room. It's kind of done in a bleacher type of formation here. The kids, we can get lots and lots of kids in here. And as you can see, they have the bleachers. They have a nice sound booth up here. And it's kind of made to sort of look like a movie theater. There you see up there, KOTG. And they have their own projector, puppets, costume characters. They got just a lot of room in here. Now, for those of you my age and older, you might remember the TV show Laugh-In. And Laugh-In had these doors. I call them, these are Laugh-In doors. And these will pop open during service sometimes. A puppet will be here, a costume character. Sometimes I pop in here too. We have 3 different Laugh-In doors. And before class starts, before and after class, before their teaching time, they have something very special. It's their game room. Now, As you look here, you see it's a very colorful room. The tile is very colorful. The walls are very colorful. And as you can see, first of all, they have basketball hoops on the doors of their own restrooms, girls and boys, and they have their own restrooms here. But they also have a lot of neat stuff here. They have foosball table, 2 foosball tables to be exact. They have a hockey game. Now, I had one of these when I was a kid, not as big as this, nowhere near as big as this, not with a big plastic cover on it, but I remember I got that when I was around 10. And then they have a table for some kids don't like video games, if you can believe that. Some kids don't. We have a craft table here for them. We have board games over here where kids can play checkers or chess or all kinds of different board games. But then we have, of course, the tried and true video games. We have 2 here, 1 over here, and then up top, we have a caged-in video game second floor that you can see. There are 7 different video games up there, and the kids just have a ball at Abiding Word because we think that the church experience should be such that kids want to come back. They want to come back to church. Actually, we have this wild things that happens at Abiding Word. Sometimes we have crying children in the lobby because they don't want to go home, which I think is a good thing. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour that we took here at Abiding Word Church today. You know, no matter how beautiful a church building is, how nice the facilities are, the church isn't a building. The church is the people. And we have a lot of great folks here at Abiding Word Church, and they're people just like you. They work hard here in our community and in the area, and we would sure love to see you here this weekend for our Friend Day weekend at Abiding Word Church. Saturday at 6 p.m., Sunday at 10 a.m. This is Pastor Scott Porter reminding you that Jesus loves you and we do too. And, oh, one last thing. Jesus loves kids. God bless you and go out and make it a great day today.